Americans are an impatient people, and we New Yorkers are even more impatient. And we're particularly impatient when we see an important social problem, know that we have a solution, and then have to wait years and even decades to see it implemented. But the impatience sometimes makes it hard to see and appreciate the progress that is being made. So let's stop and look at where we have come in the education battle.
My mom wanted me to go to Cardinal Hayes just to go to the best high school. Coming from a public school to a private institution, it made me into a more mature young man. First time I met Dren, I kind of was shy, but he tried to make me feel comfortable. We had some really deep conversations as to how to be a successful young man.
Today, I get to mentor Zaire and I get to sit on the Leadership Council, but I'm actually an SSP alumni. And if it wasn't for SSP, I don't know where I would be. That's exactly what I want to give back to Zaire. I think about myself when I was in his shoes, and he's already so far past me.
Jen shows that interest that he really wants me to be successful in life, and he wants to be there for me. This is life-changing, especially not having that male figure growing up. It gives me high hopes that I can really achieve my dreams.
In 1986, the student-sponsored partnership began offering inner-city high school students a voucher to attend an inner-city private school.
Peter Flanagan created his own private voucher program in New York City. I'm confident that education historians will someday recognize Peter's initiative as one of the most creative and effective acts of private philanthropy.
Student-sponsored partners is like a brainchild of my father. Throughout our childhood, we were told every day that we had to give back. My father believed that to his core, and he believed that the best way to give back was through education.
Student-sponsored partners links students to effective schools. It's a matchmaker with students that want it and with schools that say, we want to help you take your dream and turn it into a reality.
It's not just a scholarship that's paid for. It's the personal involvement that makes all the difference. It builds strong bonds of support that change the student lives, their families' lives, and the sponsors' lives.
The first student that Kim and I sponsored is Dren Kujak. I get a call like 8 to 10 years later from Dren, and he was a successful account representative at AXA.
Being able to look up to Bill and knowing that there's opportunities out there that I wouldn't have known about, that certainly changed my life. It was important for me to have Bill as my mentor during high school. He had even a bigger impact in my life after that. I think about all of my friends that went through the public school system. Only one of them ended up going to college afterwards, so I wonder where I would have been. That's why I'm grateful to this organization, and I'll continue to give back as much as I possibly can.
It's fantastic to see Dren blossom as a great executive, a leader, a family person, everything that's important in life, but then contributes.
My father recognized that those of us with advantages must stand up and serve others. It's the legacy of service and commitment to others.
Student-sponsored partners' message is you count, and that gives hope. Hope is critically important. It gives us joy in our heart. It's what keeps us going.
I know when Peter looks down and looks at what Student Sponsored Partners has become, he is so proud and he is grateful to all the people who have participated. It's wonderful to think that he now sees that impact.
I hope Zaire will be successful in achieving his goals, and I hope one day he gets the opportunity to actually sit here and talk about the impact that he's had on his mentee.
I'm just very grateful for this opportunity that SSP has given me, and I'm just happy that they chose Dren for me. We can have a pretty cool future together.